Wasn't me. I was just trying to earn some money on the side.
I'm telling you, Detective, this is the work of an amateur. Someone who doesn't know what they're doing.
It wasn't me. This has got Emma written all over it.
I swear, it wasn't me. I'm trying to help.
What's up, y'all? It's Jess. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to do the next episode of Unrd, Unsolved, and this is the cocaine poisonings. Last time we were on here, we interviewed Mike and Jackson, and we're trying to figure out this case of who is the mastermind behind lacing cocaine with fentanyl. These are all drug dealers, right? These are all drug dealers. And we have 4 suspects. We need to figure out they all guilty, but who's guiltier? Like, who's the mastermind behind all this? I think that's it, though. We got to interview Emra and we got to interview Corey. I'm looking forward to Corey because I got my eye on that boy. That's my missing daughter's boyfriend. Corey is my missing daughter's boyfriend. I'm gonna get him. Listen, he gonna tell me some information. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, let's hop back into it. Y'all. Okay, y'all, here's Eric. Eric said, Emra's here. You ready to call him at 2? I said, yeah, how's he seem? Eric said, walked in here like he owns the place. I said, bold move when you're behind half the cocaine in Whitford. Eric said, he just don't give a damn. He's much calmer than the other 2. I said, sign he's innocent. Eric said, or that he's covered his tracks. I said, well, wish me luck in questioning. I hope I can get something out of him. Good luck. All right, y'all, let's go to Emra.
Hi, Emra. My name is Detective Kate Finch. As my colleague has explained to you, I'm conducting this video call as part of a preliminary investigation. It will be recorded, and so anything that you say may be submitted as evidence in a court of law.
Of course. I completely understand.
Good. You have been brought in under the suspicion of the distribution of illegal drugs and the unlawful deaths of 3 people.
I heard about the students. I'd be happy to help in any way I can.
That's very kind. Thank you, Mr. Blaine. So the fentanyl, how much of it is on the streets?
I wish I could tell you, Detective. I have no idea.
Come on, Emra.
I really can't help you, Detective.
He's good.
I don't have time to mess about. We know about your operation. It is the worst kept secret in Whitford.
We know.
It is in your best interest to cooperate with us.
No? Well, if it's in my best interest, then say I was the boss of this operation, hypothetically speaking, of course. Why would I want to ruin my own product?
Profit margins? I believe you're familiar with the concept.
I am, but a dodgy product's not going to get you to the top. You've got to have something that people want. You've got to have something that people come back for. You've got to be the best.
Is that so?
Yes, and this is the work of an amateur. Someone who doesn't know what they're doing.
It's an interesting theory, but why was it left at your drop-off point?
Diversion tactics would be my guess, Kate.
That's Detective Finch.
Right. Put some respect on my name.
A little birdie told me that you have connections with a pharmaceutical company. Is that right?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Pharmaceutical contacts would come in handy. Because I think that's where you're getting the fentanyl. And I think you are the one that's behind the adulterated cocaine.
I know that's what you think, Detective, but if I had contacts in pharmaceuticals, they'd have things that would be of far more interest to me. Hypothetically speaking, of course.
I think you are underplaying it, Emra. I've done my research. Fentanyl is in high demand.
Look, Detective, I really wish I could help you with this. The deaths of 3 young people is a terrible thing. But take it from me. There's someone new on the scene.
I think I'm going to stick with the facts. We found a barcode on the container of fentanyl. We're tracing it. Let's see if it leads back to you.
Good luck, Detective. I really hope you can get to the bottom of all this.
Not him hanging up on me. I'm the cop. I'm the cop, Emra. Don't get slapped. Don't get slapped. Let's go back to Eric. Eric said, what did you make of Emra? I said, he's smooth. He knows we don't have anything on him just yet. Eric said he was careful not to implicate himself as well, wasn't he? It was all hypothetically this and hypothetically that. I said, interesting. He says it's the work of an amateur. That felt like more than just a hypothetical. Eric said, could that be a dig at Jax? Or maybe he's framing Jax. Jax broke away, so Emma wants him off the scene with some dodgy cocaine. I said, yeah, it could be aimed at Jax, or it could be a diversion. Equally, I can actually picture it being someone who doesn't know what they're doing. Maybe it's someone new on the scene. It would explain why they used so much and why the cocaine ended up being so lethal. Eric said, yeah, true. Emma strikes me as someone who would be cautious, and poisoning people draws attention to yourself. I said, still, money could have been tight, and he has other motives. He could have easily used the fentanyl, and now he's trying to play it cool. I'm keen to find out if he does have those pharma connections. Any luck on that barcode? Eric said it should be back within the hour. I said, great, let me know. Fingers crossed. Y'all, we're going to take a little detour real quick because remember last episode, Ollie left me a voicemail that said that one of Leah's friends was at school saying that Leah hadn't been going to dance class for the past month before she disappeared. Let's go to my emails because we were talking about that in my emails. This is Kate. This is me, and I'm emailing my supervisor at the job. I'm a cop, right? I'm emailing my supervisor. I said, hi, Danielle. Thanks again for bringing me in to help with the case. I won't let you down. I need to ask a favor. One of Leah's friends, Jessie Bramley, needs to be brought in for questioning. It's come to my attention that she knew that Leah was missing some after-school classes, and we need to find out what else she might know regarding her disappearance. Many thanks, Kate. Danielle said, hi, Kate, no problem. I'll get her brought in today, and we'll find out what she knows. Okay. Stuff happening quick. I guess when you're a cop, you can... you can just make stuff happen whenever you want to. Okay. All right, y'all, it's a couple hours later. I think we should be getting the results back for that fentanyl. Who am I? I don't even know where to start. I'm gonna go to Eric. Hold on. Eric said the fentanyl didn't come from any of the big pharmaceutical companies. It was manufactured in China. I said, what does that mean? He said it's exported illegally and sold on the dark web. I said, so no pharma contacts needed. He said, nope. I said, still doesn't mean it wasn't Emra. But if there was someone new on the scene, who could it be? Eric said, is there anyone who benefit from the top dealers disappearing? I said, one person comes to mind, Corey. Eric said, what do you mean? I said, well, I bet he'd know how to buy this kind of stuff on sketchy sites. Maybe he tried to sell his own stuff and it went wrong. Now he's trying to shift the blame. Eric said, it's possible. Are you sure this isn't personal though? I said, it's definitely personal, but that doesn't mean it's not possible. Eric said, true, just be careful. As Corey's under 18, Danielle called both his parents to see if they'd sit in on the interview, but they declined, which is unusual. I said, I got the impression from Leah that his home life's not that good. I don't think anyone pays much attention to him. Eric said, well, he's got ours now. He'll have to be interviewed alone. I said, fine by me. I told him 5 p.m. Is that okay? And Eric said, of course, I'll set it up. I said, thanks. I have another thought. I know I probably shouldn't ask this, but I want to ask Emma about Leah. Eric said, what? Like if he knew her? I said, yep. Just if he knows anything at all that could help me find her. And Eric said, that's kind of a long shot, Kate. I said, come on. Someone like that is sitting on a lot of secrets and you know it. Eric said, we got to focus on the fentanyl case, girl. That's what they've been brought in for, not the disappearance. I said, I can talk to him via chat. All you need to do is give the phone back. He said, I don't know. Sounds like something Danielle's not going to like. I said, since when do you care, bro? This is my daughter. Just hand him back the phone. I'll be as fast as I can and no one has to know. And he said, okay. I think I can get him back into the room at 4 p.m. Just be quick, okay? I said, I will. Thank you. He said, just don't get me suspended as well. I said, I ain't suspended. I'm on leave. He messaging. So hold on, y'all. Let's skip real quick to the interview phone. Okay, so this is Emra. I'm texting Emra. I said, Emra, there's something else I need to ask you. It's not about the fentanyl. It's something else. He said, I'm intrigued. This seems very unofficial. How can I help? I said, a local teenager went missing 3 months ago without a trace. The investigation hasn't found anything. I presume you have a lot of access to information in Whitford that isn't exactly available to anyone. Do you have any insight that would be of use to us, hypothetical or otherwise? He said, I heard about the missing girl. I presume she was a relation of yours? I said, I just want to find her. He said, I understand. We'll do anything to protect what's ours, right? I said, do you know anything? He said, I'm afraid not. I said, are you sure? No contacts who might know something. He said, I don't have much interest in teenage girls, detective, and I don't associate with people who do. I said, you telling me the truth? He said, I am. I said, how can I be sure? He said, I guess you'll have to trust me. I'm sorry, detective, but I have no idea what happened to her. I said, any hints you can give about who we should be looking for? He said, your colleague tells me time's up, but I'd be looking for someone who has more use for teenage girls than I do. Okay, Emra, okay. Let's go back to Eric. Okay, I text Eric. I said, he said he doesn't know anything about teenage girls. Eric said, you believe him? I said, I don't know who to believe anymore, to be honest. What did he mean about looking for someone who has more use for teenage girls? Eric said, I'm not sure, Kate. He's pretty cryptic. A younger boy, maybe? I said, like Corey? He said, I don't know. I have a feeling Emma wouldn't give much away. I said, yeah, it was a long shot, like you said. Let's just see what Corey says. Any luck getting more info on the raid last year? He said, I left several messages. Hope I hear back soon. So, y'all, we suspect that Jackson and Emra fell out over the raid that we did, that the cops did last year that involved them. So we think that that's why they fell out and they ain't cool no more, but we don't know that. Okay, we unlocking Rachel's message. I text today. I said, I know you're probably asleep, so I hope this doesn't wake you, but I need to talk to you about Leah. I'm worried and don't want to put this on Ollie. Text me when you get this, please. She said, hey, I just hopped off the night shift. What happened? I said, I found out one of Leah's exes mixed up with these really nasty guys. They're dealing drugs. 3 students overdosed and died. I'm worried Leah might have been taking drugs. Maybe she took some of this batch. I know you two were close and she'd sometimes tell you things she wouldn't tell me. You were always a good aunt to her. Did she ever mention anything about this at all? She said, nope, never. Kate, she was only 16 and she'd be too smart to be doing drugs. I said, I know, but the fact her boyfriend is involved, what if something awful happened? She said, listen, just because Corey was involved in all that doesn't mean Leah was. She had her head screwed on and wasn't afraid to call him out on his BS. I said, you think? She said, definitely. Besides, she disappeared right after school that day, didn't she? It's not like she was at a party where that sort of thing could happen. I said, you're right. It's just the not knowing that kills me. She said, I know. Just stay strong. I said, how's the training going over there? Tough shift? She said, it's pretty manic. Be glad Ollie was never into skateboarding. I just saw a kid's shin sticking out of his leg. I need to get some sleep, but I love you, okay? Call you at the weekend? I said, talk to you then. She said, I wish I could be with you through all this. Okay, so that's my sister, y'all. Rachel's my sister. Okay. Ollie texted and said, Mom, didn't you get my voicemail? I said, sorry, darling. I've been swamped on this case. I got your voicemail, and Danielle is bringing Jesse in for questioning about this. It could be really useful, so thank you. He said, I can't stop thinking about why Leah would lie about this, Mom. I said, me too. He said, what was she hiding from us? I said, we'll find out and get her back. Ollie said, how can you be so sure? I said, because I got no other choice. I need to get back to this case now, but we'll talk about everything tonight, okay? I said, promise me you'll tell me everything you find out about Leah, even if it's bad. And I said, okay. He said, I don't want you to protect me from anything anymore. I just need to know what happened to her. Well, that's sad. That's sad, but I gotta be Detective Benson, Ollie. I don't know what you're talking about. All right, y'all, let's interview Corey, okay? Let's interview him.
Hello, Corey.
Hi.
As you're under 18, we've spoken with your parents and they have agreed for this interview to be conducted without a legal guardian present. Now, you should know we're recording your interview as part of a preliminary investigation into the distribution of illegal cocaine and the unlawful deaths of 3 people.
Okay.
Anything that you say may be submitted as evidence in a court of law. Do you understand that?
Yeah, I understand, but why are you questioning me? I've already told you everything.
Well, yes, but we are still compiling all the evidence.
It's all in the caravan. I already told you.
And we found everything in the caravan. You were right. But that could have easily belonged to you, Corey.
What? No. I had nothing to do with it. I thought you were going to help me.
I am helping you, okay? We are looking into it. Now, you need to tell me what you and Leah were arguing about on the day that she disappeared, okay?
Fuck.
No matter how bad it is, you need to tell me what happened, Corey.
You need to tell.
I thought she was cheating on me, okay?
Why? With who?
She wouldn't say. That was the problem.
Well, what do you mean?
She kept going off to meet someone in town.
When? How often?
I don't know. After school, on the weekends. I just assumed it was an older guy.
An older guy? Why? What makes you say that?
I don't know. It just seemed like someone from outside of school. Like, maybe he worked or something.
Well, did you see any text messages? Was there any correspondence between them that you saw?
No. She was so secretive.
Secretive how? I mean, did you try asking her?
Yes, I did. But she wasn't telling anyone anything. She always seemed like busy, but no one knew what with.
Okay, can you remember any details? Doesn't matter how small it is. It might make a difference, Corey.
I don't know. Okay. She bought a lot of new clothes recently, like fancy ones. Like she was trying to impress someone.
I don't remember any new clothes. What do you mean?
She just looked different. Like posh, something like that. I don't know.
I can't believe you're telling me this now. This could be crucial.
I'm sorry, but I felt like you were coming after me. And I thought I was going to get done for something I didn't do. Sorry.
Is there anything else that you want to tell me? Anything that you might have missed out?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. You're going to have to make a new statement. Okay? Tell everything that you just told me to the chief of police.
Okay.
Okay, and don't leave anything out this time. I mean it, Corey.
I won't. I promise.
Okay. Bye.
We didn't ask him nothing about the cocaine. We didn't ask that man a single thing about the cocaine, but okay. Okay, y'all, here's Sean. Sean is my ex-husband. I said, Sean, I've got no idea where you are or what you're doing, but I just interviewed Corey, and he finally admitted what he was arguing about with Leah the day she went missing. He said she was meeting someone in town and had been meeting them in secret for a while. He said a load of other stuff, too, about Leah having new clothes, like she was trying to impress someone. An older guy, he thought. Someone from outside of school, anyway. Listen, I know we didn't leave things in a good place between us, but I had to let you know this in case it jogged your memory. Do you got any idea who this person is? Could it be anyone you know? Anything you could tell me? My head's spinning about all this. Corey also lied in his statement because he was mixed up with some pretty serious drug dealers, and he was at least partly involved in the deaths of 3 students by selling tainted cocaine. Anyway, I'm working on that case now, and Danielle's about to take his new statement. So if you know anything, get back to me ASAP, Sean. I text Corey, I said, you really told him everything this time? He said, yeah, I swear. That's all I know, I promise. I said, this could have been everything 3 months ago. He said, I'm so sorry, Mrs. Finch. I wanted to, but back then my parents said one more run-in with the police and they'd send me to a military school. I was scared. I want to help now, I do. I said, how do I know I can trust you? He said, because I care about Leah too. I said, I have to talk to my colleague. We'll let you know what we decide. I don't know about Corey. I do not know about that boy. I text Eric. I said, so Leah was meeting someone. Do you reckon you can get Danielle to take another statement from him? His first one wasn't true. Eric said, of course, Kate, I'll ask her. You okay, though? That was intense. I said, I can't believe it. I can't believe he withheld information like that. That's why they were fighting. He said, I know, I just debriefed him. He's a wreck. I said, what did Danielle say? He said, she said she'll get on it, by the way. But I don't know who the hell this person could have been. I said, I'm freaking out, Eric. What if I'm about to find out something terrible happened? He said, don't panic. It's new information, but we don't know anything yet. I said, I know, but my head's spinning. He said, do you want to put a pause on the fentanyl case? I said, nope. I just need some time to get my head together, but I'll figure it out. He said, are you sure? I said, yep, I'm sure. He said, we'll check in a bit then. We got Corey's new statement from Danielle. He confirmed he and Leah were arguing because she met someone in secret, but he can't recall any details on the age, gender, or profession of the person he says Leah was meeting with. I said, I don't understand. I went through all of Leah's social media, emails, messages, and it was all just her friends. There was no one else. I said, I know. I think we're going to re-interview all of Leah's friends with this information in mind. See if Leah confided in anyone or mentioned something in passing that could help us find out who this person is. Somebody got to know something. They always do. I said, will you keep me updated? He said, of course. I'll do everything in my power. You know I will. I said, thank you. I'm counting on it. He said, hey, Kate, remember that raid on Jackson Emmer's operation last year? Well, I just got off the phone from the lead detective on the case. He had some pretty interesting stuff to say about their operation. He can't prove it, but he always suspected that someone tipped off Jackson Emmer before we raided their operation, because they destroyed most of the evidence before we got there. I said, hence why we didn't have enough evidence to bring charges on them. He said, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we had a leak somewhere that someone like Emmer or Jax was exploiting. I said, people like Emmer thrive on having information they shouldn't have. That's why I wanted to ask him about Leah. And he said, yeah, it was worth a shot. Okay, so it might have been an inside job, y'all. Okay, I got 2 more pictures. I think they might be screenshots, y'all. Hold on. I said, who was Leah meeting in town? Corey thought she was cheating with an older man. Who did she know that was older? Friend's dad, friend of a friend, Sean's friends or family, Ron, Lionel. Didn't want Corey to know she was cheating. Was he married? Was she even cheating? Could have been something else. How to get access. Eric will help sharing Leah's case files, but Danielle could find out and stop him. Solve fentanyl case to win back her trust, get back to work properly, and get my access to case info. Okay, who's important to fentanyl? Emmer has connections. Jax has motive to undercut him. Could Mike have found a supply? What about Corey? It seems most likely Emmer. What's the rift between Jax and Emmer about? Did they fall out over the quality of their product? Jax is denying being involved in that part of the business. Is he telling the truth? Is it related? Was this the work of amateurs? Did Corey see a chance to make some more money? Was Mike looking for a step up to the big time? Did they cut corners and poison the students? Would either of them have the guts to stand up to Emmer? I don't know, y'all. I don't know the answer. Okay, Eric said, well, anyway, that detective on that raid said that Emmer said something to him off the record when he brought him in for questioning. Something that made him think they destroyed more than the coke we suspected they were dealing. I said something like fentanyl. Eric said he couldn't be sure, but suspected something like that. I said, what did Emmer say exactly? He can't remember Emmer's exact words as it was all during the drama of the raid, but said Emmer said something cryptic, hinting we were nowhere near what his operation really was. I said, that certainly sounds like Emmer, so maybe the cocaine was only part of their operation. Eric said, or that they were previously cutting their stuff with fentanyl. I said, but then why would it cause deaths now and not then? Eric said maybe it was the work of an amateur, or maybe Emmer just got greedy. I said, well, this certainly shows that Emmer was in charge, and I'd be surprised if someone in this operation could do something like this without him knowing. Eric said, I'd be amazed. How are you doing? I said, I'm okay. Danielle took Corey's new statement about Leah's disappearance. She's going to re-interview all the witnesses in light of the new information. Eric said, that's good. Well, not good, but you know what I mean. I said, I know. I'm more hopeful, but even more scared for Leah than ever. I just want to know who she was meeting. He said, I know. I don't know what to say, Kate. I'm sure Danielle will do everything she can to find out who this person is. I said, I hope so. Right. I haven't dropped the ball on the fentanyl case. Don't worry. I'm rewatching the calls now. He said, anything standing out? I said, well, Emmer makes a compelling argument. He said this is the work of an amateur. I think Corey might have started cutting and selling the stuff himself. Eric said, but he's the one that came to the police. Do you really think he would do that if he was behind it? I said, maybe, if it meant the others would go down for it and he'd get off scot-free. Eric said, yeah, that would be smart. But do you think we should be taking what Emmer says at face value? He's been getting away with stuff like this for years. He's recently fallen out with Jax and might be looking to get him out the picture, even if that means damaging his own product. I said, that's true. He did say to me that he'd do anything to protect what's his. He could be pulling the wool over our eyes. Eric said, and then there's Mike and Jax. They both had access as well. I said, yeah, we know Jax hates Emma, so he had motive. He could be trying to take over Emma's territory and pin the poisonings on him at the same time. Did the team find anything in his flat? Eric said, nothing substantial. Cash, weed, few items that looked stolen, but that's it. Eric said, what do you make of Mike? Collateral damage? I said, hard to say for sure. He's desperate, and desperate people can do desperate things. He could be trying to set up himself to pay rent. Do we believe he's got what it takes? Right now, all 4 suspects had motive and opportunity. He said, 4? I said, don't forget Corey. He's a suspect too. Eric said, I just don't know if he's like the others, Kate. I said, I think he's more like them than you know, Eric. I said, okay, but just don't let Corey's statement cloud your judgment on the fentanyl case. This is about who's behind the drug deaths. Does the evidence really point to Corey as trying to set up his own drug ring? I said, it's possible. Whoever cut the cocaine must have made a mistake somewhere that helps us. I need to go over the evidence again. I'll get back to you in 10. I think I know who did it. And Eric said, really? And I said, yeah, calling you now. Hold on. Kate, you might know who did it, but I don't know. Suggestions. What I'm going to do is post a separate video. Because I know sometimes I get like foolish and I be like making jokes and stuff and making comments. What I'm going to do is post a video of just nothing but the interviews and the case file, right? So it's not gonna have my commentary. I want y'all to also be a part of this. I want y'all to solve it too. I'm making jokes about it, right? Because it's funny to me. But if you do want to take this serious, and actually be Detective Benson and Detective Stabler, I want y'all to have a chance to figure out. I don't know if I be talking louder than, sometimes I be interrupting people. I don't mean to, but sometimes I be interrupting people. But what I'm gonna do is pause it and I'm gonna link another video, or probably put it in the card somewhere up here. I'm gonna link another video to where y'all just see all of the interviews and all of the case file pages and whatnot. I'm gonna do that now, and I'm gonna give y'all a second. I ain't got my watch on today, but I'm gonna give y'all a second. After you figure out who it is, who your suspect is, come back, right? Come back to me, come back to this video, and we'll advance the story. I'm gonna give you a second. To click off. Okay, you back? You done figured out the case? You done figured out everything? Okay. I'm just checking. Before we advance, I'm gonna just briefly tell y'all who my suspect is, okay? I think Mike was the one that actually laced the cocaine with fentanyl, because Mike was looking all around and being like, I don't work for Emma. What you talking about? Like he was real. Something about him. He was lying. He was lying and nervous. And he was real nervous. I think that he knows that his prints are on it. So I think if we talking about who actually laced the cocaine, I think it was Mike. Y'all want to know how I also think Mike is guilty? Mike in his interview, I'm gonna put the screenshot here. I got the receipts, Mike. I'm Detective Benson, I'm telling you. Mike was in his interview, and at one point he did like this or something, and he was holding a pack of cigarettes in his hand. Those cigarettes were in that box of fentanyl that we found in the trailer, in the case file. That same pack of cigarettes, I don't know what it was called. It was an A. It started with an A and it had like gold on it. How your brand of cigarettes, Mike, get in the box that I got for evidence? How did it get there? I know I said something about, what's that man's name? Jackson. I know I said something about he's a liar and I didn't like him lying. I don't think he's lying. And I'm gonna tell you why. As I rewatched it, I was looking at like I was trying to look at everybody's body language. It was difficult with Emra, but with Jax specifically, Jax was staring right here. Jack was right here with me. Y'all see my nail broke. Jax was staring right here at me, and he was looking me in the eye, telling me everything I needed to know. That's why I don't think it's Jackson. I think he is telling the truth, actually. Let's go ahead. Listen. Listen. Let's go ahead and advance it, y'all. That's my theory.
Wasn't me. I was just trying to enter money on the side.
Oh. Accuse me. Oh,
I'm
shoot.
telling you, Detective, this is the work of an amateur. Someone who doesn't know what they're doing.
It wasn't me. It's got Emma written all over it.
I swear, it wasn't me. I'm trying to help.
I gotta pick Mike. Mike, I gotta pick you, bro. It probably wasn't your idea, but your prince is on it, bro. Your prince is on it.
You're right. It had to be Mike.
Oh.
I'm going to talk to you, Mike.
Is it true? He said you're right. Was he making it up? Was he just gassing me up, or is it true?
Detective Eric Jones, also in the room, Mr. Mike Johnson.
Hey, Eric.
The time is 8:28.
Yeah, you kind of cute.
We analyzed the crime scene, right? It looks like you left something behind. These cigarettes.
What I tell y'all?
I'm pretty sure the lab is going to find your DNA all over the box of paraphernalia in the caravan. Why did you do it? You trying to start your own business?
Why?
Just trying to get it out.
What do you mean?
I didn't want to sell drugs anymore. I don't think I hurt anyone. I just wanted a big payout so I could stop selling. I found stuff online.
Defensive.
It was cheap and it looked the same. I didn't want to kill anyone.
Mike, I'm sorry. But that was an admission of guilt.
You gotta go to the pokey, bro.
You're going to be tried and prosecuted for the distribution of illegal drugs
Probably murder. Probably 2nd degree.
and 3 counts of manslaughter.
I told you. Oh, manslaughter. Whatever. Same difference.
I'm sorry. I know this must be hard. If you and my colleagues are going to come in with some paperwork, so I'll see you later.
Bye, Mike. Bye, Mike. Dead man walking on the Green Mile. Bye, Mike. I told y'all. It was Mike. 30%. It was, listen, y'all better stick with me, I'm telling you. Didn't I tell y'all the last episode, the last series we did with Sam and them? I told y'all. Detective Benson. Okay, that's it, y'all, for Unsolved Day 1. That's it for the cocaine poisonings. Listen, I'm telling you, me and my eagle eye, we saw them cigarettes. I saw them cigarettes. Listen. All right, y'all. Thanks so much for watching. That's the end of episode 1, the cocaine poisonings. Next time, we'll just jump into episode 2. I don't know what episode 2 is, but I like this. It's like we solve different cases and we have to choose who the suspect is. I like that. I like that. They need to advertise this game more than they advertise, what's that one with Amy and them, Last Seen Online? I feel like every time I see Unrd series like advertised with, you know, on social media, it's always talking about Last Seen Online. And that's one of my like highest viewed videos of Unrd, because that's probably how y'all found me. They need to advertise this one because it's more interactive than that one. But I mean, listen, I ain't gonna tell them people how to do their job. I'm not gonna tell them. All right, y'all, thanks so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe if you have not already, and we'll be back with some more Unrd soon. Bye.